Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the all participants. The 6th International Conference on Biophysical Technology in Dentistry. So good to see all of you by online. Today, I would like to show our literature review with the title Update Endodontic Treatment Protocol During COVID-19 Pandemic, a literature review. Before I start, I would like to introduce my supervisor, Dr. Gigi Nur Hikmah SPKG Consultant. Thank you, Doc, for your guidance. And I am Risnawati. I'm resident of Conservative Dentistry Department, Hasanuddin University. Now, I am begin to present our literature review. Introduction. Coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19, is a disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. COVID-19 was found in Wuhan, China on December 2019. The first case in Indonesia was reported on March 2, 2020. Symptoms such as fever, dry cough, shortness of breath, nausea, vomiting, also loss of appetite, and olfactory disorder. The success of dentists in breaking COVID-19 chain transmission depend on three main factors, such as 1. Knowledge and willingness to follow the health protocols. 2. Barrier limitations such as social distancing, use of protection, personal equipment, PPE, and etc. 3. Personal hygiene. Literature review. 1. COVID-19 transmission. According to World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), there are three transmission of COVID-19, such as a. Splatter. COVID-19 can be transmitted between humans through splatter or liquid splash that comes out when we speak and can reach less than 1 meter. B. Droplets. Droplets is a heavy particle and it can reach not more than 1.5 meters. When someone distance is 1 to 1.5 meters and talking, coughing, and sneezing activity are involved from someone who has respiratory symptoms. It can become droplet transmission through nose, mouth, or eyes. C. Aerosol. COVID-19 in aerosol particle can move in estimate 1 meters horizontally. Diameter of aerosol particle has 0.3 micrometers up to 10 micrometers. Some study found the particle with size 1 until to 10 millimeters can be inhaled and stay in the air for up to 3 hours and survive on the surface of certain material at room temperature. Picture 2. The dental procedure can cause the risk of COVID-19 transmission to be so high because using a handpiece, ultrasonic scaler, and three-way syringe that support the diffusion of the aerosol particle of saliva, blood, and secretion. 2. Route of movement and air ventilation. Figure 3, we can see a simulation of airflow direction in a dentist practice room. 3. Level PPA. Table 1, we can see level PPA based on task and function in the dentist practice room. Table 2, we can see recapitulation of minimum equipment and material requirement according to PPA level. Picture 4, we can see use of PPA level 1. Picture 5, we can see use of PPA level 2. Picture 6, we can see use of PPA level 3. 4. Patient protocol the COVID-19 pandemic. 4.1 Protocol before arrival. triage, and teledentistry. Picture 7. We can see screening initial of patient during the pandemic and dental management. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it is highly recommended the patient consult in advance via telephone regarding dental and oral complaints from teledentistry. Questions that can be asked during screening are history of fever, have respiratory problems, history of visiting area with COVID-19, history of contact with person confirmed COVID-19, history of close contact with patients who have respiratory problems during the last 14 days, history of traveling during pandemic COVID-19, the patient have painful tooth and mouth pain, infection, swelling, bleeding, or trauma. 4.2 Waiting Room Protocol. While in the waiting room, the patient should pay attention to the following. Patient should wear their face mask. Patient can read instructions about cook attitude, hand wash, and healthy lifestyle. Patients are also instructed to do social distancing while in the waiting room. Patient companions are advised to wait outside when the waiting room is full. Spatial protocols that must be observed regarding patient waiting room are as follows: provide hygiene equipment, remove frequently touched objects, install protection, room disinfection. All surfaces that the patient might touch should be disinfected. 4.3 Protocol during treatment. Minimize aerosol action, but if required, aerosol action can use a rubber dam. Use of handpiece should be limited, and if possible, dental procedures are performed with manual instrument. The use of saliva ejector with high volume can be given. Air conditioner must turn off. The room is sterilized using ultraviolet. Hand hygiene measure and comply with the 6 steps of washing hand according to World Health Organization and 5 moments of washing hands. The patient rinse his mouth. Avoid using intraoral X-ray because can cause coughing and vomiting reflex. Or at 10 or 11 o'clock and avoid 8 o'clock. After treatment, disinfection the floor with 1% sodium hypochlorite and flush the sputum with 0.01% sodium hypochlorite. The CDC recommended using a portable high-efficient particulate air. Preferable, patients should only be treated in negative pressure room or airborne infection isolation rooms. Nurse should ensure to disinfect inanimate surface. Using personal protection equipment during the COVID-19 pandemic is part of routine dentistry to protect operator from aerosol or droplets. 4.4 Protocol after treatment. PPA doffing is a technique of removing PPA. Picture 9 are crucial for health workers to understand because when removing PPA, the risk of transmission from microorganisms attached to the PPA is very high. The steps of releasing the PPA in question are as follows: 1. Outer glove. 2. Glove. 2. Shoes with shoes cover or boots. 3. Disposable gown or hazmat suits. 4. Glasses or face shield. 5. Mask. 6. Head cover. 7. Inner glove. First glove. Conclusion. Dental procedure during the COVID-19 pandemic, it is necessary to make change to the protocol at the stage before arrival, during visit, during treatment, and after dental treatment. Dentists, including endodontists, should continually update information about COVID-19. Thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.